Sippers, welcome to this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with me, your wee mate Shane Todd. Before we go anywhere, a couple of things to run by you. The first is there are still some of those added tickets left for our SSE Arena live Tea With Me. This is going to be absolutely huge. You've heard me bang on about it before, we can't add any more tickets at this point. We went way beyond the setup that we originally had. And there's very, very, very few tickets left, and I mean that because we're going to pull down the hatches soon, close it up. We're going to put a lock on it. That's on the 23rd of September. We've got guests, we've got things planned, so come to that. The link will be in the description. Also, patreon.com/teawithmepodcast. Listen, this is you come around, you have a cup of tea. This is like a private tea room almost, with that extra tea, with that special tea, that what's the Punjana one called in the tin that I like? Signature blend. Yeah. This is the signature blend where we have the live stream episode on Friday. We've got the bonus podcast every Monday, aka the special brew. There's early access to tickets. There's old specials. You can watch hundreds of hours worth of content.
Mysteries
is on there. My history podcast with Kieran Bartlett, way ahead of its public release.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire charity specials on that. We may or may not have something big coming up in December that we'll offer you early tickets for, that you will categorically not want to miss. Tickets will go out on Patreon for that first, if there's any left after that, which I doubt they'll go public. Patreon.com/teawithmepodcast. We're sponsored by our friends over at NordVPN. What's a VPN, Shane? Good question. Thankfully, Dan's written it down for me. It's a virtual private network. That's a service that protects your internet connection and privacy online. It provides you with a secure, encrypted tunnel for online traffic to flow. And nobody can see into this tunnel. It's not one of those, aquariums in an Asian mall. Just going through the middle of it like a tunnel of fish that people can see into. You hide your IP address. If you're thinking of going on holiday this summer, NordVPN keeps your online data safe while you're connecting to the internet via public Wi-Fi or the hotel's Wi-Fi, and you know that they're watching what you're watching when you're on hotel Wi-Fi, and I know what you're watching and you know what you're watching, and you should be watching. NordVPN also allows you to watch content from home while abroad, so you continue watching blue lights or keep up with barrels wild days out while sitting by the pool. Take your cybersecurity to the next level with NordVPN threat protection feature. You don't even need to connect to a VPN for it to work. Don't worry about downloading malware, dealing with trackers and intrusive ads. The only trackers you need to be worrying about is a chocolate bar. Grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/teawithme to get a huge discount off your NordVPN plan. Every purchase 2-year plan to receive a bonus month on top. I am on tour here, there, and bloody everywhere. Go to ShaneToddComedy.com. Look at any of my socials. Go into the link. You'll find the tickets. Dublin. When I say there's 103 tickets left for Dublin, I am not lying. The Olympia in September. Dundalk, Spirit Store. 2 shows sold out. We're rolling into Cardiff, Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, Bloomsbury Theatre in London. We're doing about 1 million nights in the Grand Opera House in Belfast. It's coming. ShaneToddComedy.com. This episode today features 2 favourite guests from a lot of pod listeners. Sean McComb, aka Bang Bang Gravy Chip, aka The Public Nuisance. Hasn't been on in a while. He's been doing a lot of fighting, boxing and all those things that he does. But we've got him back. We've caught him. We've brought him in. We're teaming him up with Diona Doherty, who's been on the world's shortest maternity leave. Diona's just getting straight back to those gigs. So we're talking about a whole range of things with these 2. And it's one of those things, Diona and Sean McComb didn't really even know each other before this. I don't even think they properly met. And it's like I talk about it as like parents salmon with beans. You go, what would that be like? Perfect. Enjoy this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with my guests Diona Doherty and Sean McComb. Shh. How long... sorry, you still...
Sorry.
Are you organising your pub?
Michael Parkinson's dead.
Well, what a terrible way to start the podcast.
Have we started?
Shit. For fuck's sake. I feel like someone give me like a free Parker pen in memoriam and I'll just set it up there.
Sorry.
Parky's died?
He's dead. Do you want me to do a bit of Googling?
No.
Well, I suppose he's dead, isn't it?
Oh.
What? I want to know dates. Well, I don't know now.
This is like I did the Glasgow Festival. This is like 12 years ago or something. It was in Draperstown, this wee like
I was
version
there.
of Glastonbury. Were you?
Yeah, because Sean did it too. I drove. I got a parking fine anyway.
I had at the start of I was first comedian on the day, and Amy Winehouse had just died. Like the second before I went on stage, when Amy Winehouse died, I said to the audience, I went, Amy Winehouse just died. No one listened to me for 20 minutes. They were all like Googling it, crying, singing fucking Back to Black. Like everyone was just devastated. Was it Amy Winehouse?
It must have been 12 years ago, probably.
Well, they wouldn't have been singing Back to Black if it wasn't.
I'm singing it for Michael Parkinson now. Parky's dead.
Yeah. I mean, he's old.
Yeah.
He died of being old.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near.
Shout out of his family or what? Stop crying. He's old.
He's so old. Stop being
Is
sad. Yeah.
Here, has it being serious? Has any celebrity death ever like hit you hard?
What do you call Jay Goody?
Right.
Jay Goody was class.
Yeah.
Jay Goody was really funny. Jay Goody represented just silliness, and I thought she was really funny and really brilliant. So when she died, I was like, that's sad. And she had wee kids and all.
Just wasn't expecting.
It's
It's not one of the go-to ones. Not like Princess Diana. People might.
I never heard of Princess Diana until the day she died.
What?
No, hold on. What age was I? About 8?
No, older.
No.
I was watching Eurosport when she died. That's all. I know it's irrelevant, but
I know what house I lived in, so I couldn't have been older than 8.
right.
So you would have been 8, 7, 8. What were we watching that for?
Huh? Eurosport.
I thought you said
Euro
Eurotrash.
Eurotrash.
Do you remember Eurotrash?
So disrespectful. I was watching.
Days. I know what'll sort me out.
I was watching.
German tits.
I was watching Eurosport with my dad.
Oh, right.
But that would be wrong if I was watching Eurotrash with my dad when Princess Diana died.
to
But
get
I was
you
like,
through
here,
the-
don't leave that on. Eurotrash was brilliant.
Big area. Tell me about over big whack of cell tip on the wall. That's better than I shall.
Did you set up your aerial to the wall? If anything touches your aerial, it makes it fuzzy, so that doesn't work.
Fuck all that. I was him to bus fuzzy. Just sat on the TV.
Eurotrash was brilliant. Channel 5 was brilliant back in the day.
Channel 5 had a dirty movie on a Friday night.
I know.
Oh.
I know. It was unreal. And the freeviews were brilliant because when we had cable tells, channel 60 and 61.
When you'd cable,
Cable tel.
Cable. I
we
had
didn't have
cable tel.
anything.
Chip
Ours
cable
was
tel.
chipped. For the wee red right now, cable tel, you had like loads of channels on.
Yes, because we box you put on the side with a yellow light on it.
Did anyone, by the way, just when we're talking about 30 movies here, did you ever watch like when we were a kid? A 30 scene come on a movie, did your dad turn over? Did he leave it
Yes. Well, during Titanic, when Kate Winslet got her tits out, my
on?
dad
He
was
left it
pressing.
on.
And it's some weird. My dad used to mute it. But you can still see it.
Still see it.
Why, what did your dad do?
He would have taught me through it. I was looking at it was sexual education. Scissors at the part now. You just slip a pill into your drink. Nah, I would have turned it over and then it would have been more awkward.
Yeah.
But if you're
Yeah, for
if your dad's pressing mute, were you really confused about sex noises the first time that you read? Were you like, what noises did
No,
people make?
genuinely, being serious, my dad used to cover my eyes. That's true. And then one time I looked through and he was his wank.
Well, that on you. That's so good. But we went to cinema to watch Titanic. And when Kate Winslet got naked, my dad went outside and had a smoke.
That's what you think he was having. Your dad knocked him on out behind the omniplex. I had to go here.
at least they didn't play the popcorn trick.
Yeah, with a 7-year-old daughter. That's funny. So stinking.
Eurotrash isn't going anymore. Eurotrash was brilliant because it was mental. Like, it was a weird show. It wasn't just like
Yeah,
sex.
people were more easily pleased back then too with stuff like that. Like all you needed was like, do you know, like a set of tits, and fellas went on, "Fuck, there's a set of tits on the TV." Whereas
Yeah.
now they
'Cause
need
it
like
used to be
tits
just
wrapped up in
porn
fucking
mags.
leather with somebody being battered, and you would all be in it.
The full works now.
It's fucking-
You just have the full works. You don't even need like
Yeah.
internet's everywhere, so you can just go on anything.
But that's what I
Well,
mean. That means that now you're not just like porn, or like people wouldn't watch just like two people just like having a ride. It needs to be like
Yeah, they think that was weird.
It's all a bit more adventurous now with some random
Well,
niche.
I do material about it at the minute of like, it's so easy now for like kids to watch, like young people to watch porn, that it's instant. Whereas when we were younger, the quest to get it and what you had
more
to do to
exciting.
go and get it took up. It was an adventure.
And when you did
So
get
did
it,
you
So it
press play, I was
distracted
like-
you from the outside world.
that's why
Yeah.
I had the clip like 3 seconds because you're so excited.
Yeah.
And you get it like
The first, the first time I saw porn was
Also, that is a terrible sound effect.
yeah.
okay.
was at my mate's house, my mate Marty's house, and there was loads of people there, and my asthma was quite severe at the time, and genuinely,
You're
he was
cool.
like, it was buffering on like LimeWire or something as he was playing it, and I swear to God, in the in between, because it was like everyone's like, oh, it's amazing, everyone's talking about it like it's class. I took a quick blast of my inhaler, but it was at the moment of silence when everyone was quiet, so everyone's like, oh, lads, we're mental now. Here, just me just.
Hold on, there's a group of yous watching a dirty movie together.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, no, it was like a clip, and it wasn't like, well, we're not watching the whole thing. He was just basically like, look at this, lads, and it was like, whoa, mental. It wasn't like no one was doing any, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
That's like, I think that, you know, people were like, oh, soggy
Aye.
biscuit and stuff like that. Seeing people say about that, that's
Soggy
weird.
biscuit.
Yeah.
Does
There
everyone
used
know
to be
what that
this
is?
thing people said, Sean, do
There
you,
was another one as well with blue waffle as well.
Oh, I know that.
no,
But sorry,
but soggy biscuit was,
was it older like?
No,
women?
it
Why does
wasn't
nobody want to say?
it wasn't a video, it was like, it's like an urban myth, I think, of Dan. You would have played it. What was it?
Oh, it's a game.
Dan,
Was it a
just
game?
what is it, Dan?
I don't know, I'm waiting to find out from you.
Tony, you know what it is.
Michael, just say what it is. Stop being
Everyone
weird.
sits in a circle, biscuit in the middle. You all start enjoying yourself until getting the last one. Then
The last one to ejaculate, Tony, is that what you're saying? Would have to eat the biscuit. So that's what I'm saying. There were
people-
lads who watched porn together, and they would say weird things like, oh, but I don't think that was ever true.
So are people jizzing onto the biscuit?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
There's a group jizz on the biscuit, and someone's got to eat that biscuit.
But I'm saying, I think it's an urban myth.
It
I
is
don't
an
think
urban
they
myth.
did it.
There's
That's
nobody
a
else.
myth.
Do you know what? That probably is a fucking Pornhub category.
Yeah.
People are probably into that. People are
The best one was the Jammy Dodger, because you could never really tell. That was the best one. I think. I don't know anyone who played it. I don't know how we got on. Oh, Michael Parkinson's dead. Legend.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Is there anybody who died that you
After all that. Oh, rest in peace, Michael. Remember Peter Kay went on his show and brought like a party, basically? Brought like big thing of fizzy drink and
Oh,
sandwiches
aye.
and biscuits and all that.
He's carnage when he goes on
Yeah.
interviews, when he does interviews.
I'll parky. Sean, have you ever done like a chat show or anything like that? Like a no?
Nah.
I suppose they're not really going anymore. I used to love chat shows back in the day, like Friday night or something, like Kelly, John Daly show, Paddy Katie's one.
John Daly show.
They were brilliant.
Yeah. What was Paddy Keel's chat show?
PK Tonight, wasn't it?
Was
Or
it?
was that more of a game show? No, he definitely had a quiz show. Or definitely had like a chat show.
I think more people up here will start watching the Late Late Show now that he's going to take over.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone up here will be wanting to watch
We're
that.
lacking like a good
I know.
chat show and
Yeah.
like up here in the north, definitely.
I think sometimes it's it's getting the guests, because like Nolan will do it sometimes, but they're like the most. I used to do stand up. It'll be the most like there'll be a 3-hour debate on a portion, and then
Yeah.
he'll be like, "Here's one of the cheeky girls for a sit down
Aye,
conversation
yeah,
about her
yeah.
life."
It's random as fuck.
I used to do one for it, and they would genuinely be like,
They
"Here
have
we've
to end
got
on some fluff.
yeah," and like they'd be like one week it would be like Mother Teresa's daughter, and the next week it was Timmy Mallet. You know what I mean? It was never like it
Yeah,
never
yeah, yeah.
made sense.
Yeah.
Even the
Just
musical
whoever's
guest was
available.
weird. That's what it is.
Who do you think could host a chat show here?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Would you want to? Would you want to do a change?
Me? No. I don't. It would need to be like
It
the
can't
way
be
I would
Nolan.
want to do it. Huh?
Yeah.
It can't be Nolan, like, it just can't happen.
Not now, anyway.
Not now, anyway. Oh.
I would. I don't know. It would need to be like fun. It would need to be the way I would
Sorry.
want to do it.
Touched you
It
there.
wouldn't be like a. It wouldn't.
She forgot her pump.
He needs to go for a smoke. It would. How often do you need to pump?
Okay.
Put on my breast milk. Sorry.
I need red every 3 hours.
I do need to go for a smoke.
Well, I normally feed the child, but if I'm away and he's due a feed, I have to pump at the same time.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? In order for just everything to stay regulated. And he got fed about an hour ago. So I should have pumped an hour ago.
Right.
So I've just gone up a cup of size whilst we've been sitting here.
And then Sean gives the baby the bottle.
Yeah.
Hang on.
And then he gives me the pump.
Every 3 hours.
Yeah. So every 3 hours. If I was away the whole day working, every 3 hours I'd pump. Because that's how often the baby feeds.
The best
I have
thing.
a 9-week-old baby, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not feeding some random.
When you get out of all that, like the bottles and all that kind of thing, there's nothing better.
Oh, I know.
Do you ever see the wee part I love? Like, when they can't really hold a bottle when they go into a bottle,
Yes.
and just leave it lying there and just go.
Yeah.
And you actually get a break. You get a break.
Not lazy.
Yeah, it's called laziness. You just set like a pillow or something like here to put a wee bit of an incline on the bottom. Just like, you're sitting watching Sky Sports. You're like,
Eurotrash.
your hand across the eyes.
9 weeks old.
9-week-old Rocky. I know.
Yeah, her son's called Rocky.
Rocky.
And you're a boxer, mate?
Whoa.
My other one's called Winter, and it'll be winter soon. Do you know the amount of shit that was online after, not probably like 3 people, but like after Winter was born, it was like, she wasn't even born in winter, what are you doing? I was like, so what? And there was a girl called Kerry who had made was all like, this is so stupid and all people do this. My brother commented, going, you're from like Portadown, you're not from Kerry.
Right.
And your name's Kerry, so fuck off.
People overthink the names.
People are rare. They do overthink and they have an opinion on the names. You got wins.
One.
What is it?
Muhammad Ali.
Boy.
He's called Muhammad Ali.
You go right at her.
What do you call your boy?
Carbra.
Carbra. Carbra Castle.
That's where he was
No,
born.
it's not spelt like that, but he was the king of that castle. His past life.
And how old is he?
2.
Okay, I've got a 2. He's got a 2.
Mm-hmm.
2's everywhere.
You've got a you've got a
No,
1.
3 and a 1.
3 and a 1.
Just had a birthday party. Class thing his first birthday party. Don't need to do much. They don't remember it.
No, that's
Don't
But
spend
did you make
money
a fuss about your first one's first birthday, and then it was
Yes.
your second one's first birthday, and you're like, you're about to
First
get a cake?
one went on the world tour.
Yeah.
Dubai, we bought him a fucking white tiger. We got
Yeah.
everything. Second one, just got him a fruit shoot.
Yeah.
Just, yes, mate.
And you
He
just
has no
stuck it on
idea.
his chin again. Just drinking it himself.
Close your eyes.
Does your son's too? Does he? With your last fight there, like, would he know that's happening?
I don't know.
Was he there?
He was there, he was there, and he was in the ring and all, and he was.
Well, then I'm
buzzing
sure he
like
knows.
that. He knows what's happening, of course, but I don't know if he'll ever remember it.
Yeah.
Like if there was no photos or videos, he would never remember it.
He had
Because
the
I can't
gloves
remember
on,
when I
like,
was
he was
2.
throwing digs, but I don't know if he knows.
He was on the undercard.
Oh fuck! He may as well have been because he was there in the ring and he was. But
Yeah.
I suppose when I was if I look back to when I was 2.5, I can't remember fuck all.
Yeah.
Can't remember jack shit. So.
I remember them sink baths.
Do you?
I'm convinced
you
I remember
don't.
being bathed in the sink, but I could have been like 13. I don't
Fried
know.
liquid.
Yeah.
What did you say?
We're free liquid.
Yeah.
My earliest memory
Skin
was
burnt to death.
in Dublin Zoo. I fell. That's it. I just fell when I was in Dublin Zoo. Banged my head really badly.
Do you know what I find weird too? So I have a 2-year-old, and last night, but they don't know you have a world outside of them. Like whenever, so I put her to bed last night, and 45 minutes later, she said in this volume, because she thinks I sit outside her door all night until she wakes in the morning, because she goes, we sit outside my door, and I'd be all, well,
Yeah.
no bother, I'm off to do that now.
Yeah.
See you soon. She thinks I sit outside like this for 12 hours, and about 45 minutes after I put her to bed, she went, Mummy. Like in this volume from her room, assuming that no matter where I am in the world, I'm going to hear her. She was all, Mummy. Mummy, can you take my blanket off? That's all. But I did hear her because I had the monitor. So like by that, like I come up and then she's assuming I'm just sitting right outside her door, and no matter where I could be at a gig in somewhere, and she's all, Mummy.
We bit of entitlement there as well. If
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
say, can you take my blanket off? Take your blanket off.
Oh, 100%. She's just being a wee dick. She just wants you to come in. She can do it. Because even like obviously I breastfed my daughter till she was like 19 months, and she would have come over and been like, Mummy, can I get some boob? And I'd be like,
ordering it.
you saying it, I should go, probably not.
Yeah.
The fact that you can talk to me about it means I probably should stop feeding you.
Yeah. How was the field class?
Oh, it was brilliant. Class. Good atmosphere. Great fights. It was actually great fights. Now, I've been involved in all the fields right up, and this year definitely had the best fights. Definitely. The best atmosphere.
I was going to go, but your husband stopped me.
Why?
I was gigging the Cookstown with Sean.
Oh.
We tried to make it, but we couldn't make it work.
Sean.
And it was wild. It was good, but it was wild.
In Cookstown?
Yeah.
That gig is wild.
Sean said to me, I was booked to do like half an hour to close it, and he came up to me at the end and was like, listen, just before I went on stage, he goes, the bar want to close by 10:15. It was 1 minute past 10. He goes, I'm really sorry, mate. I went,
Don't be sorry.
you only want me to do 14 minutes? He goes, yeah. I said, you're going to just pay me the usual fee? He goes, yeah. I went, all right, well. So I was like in and out in 14 minutes.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
And you still got the whole 50 quid.
Covered the diesel.
But it was unreal.
It's a nuts. Like it's the first half of the night is like a normal gig. The headliner always goes out to Carnage. Paddy's done it. Mickey's
No,
done
it was
it.
good. I
Yeah.
actually really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's
It was
good.
really good. But I did want to go to the boxing because it was in the class.
Who was fighting?
Quality.
I don't know any of the crack. Who was
Sean
fighting?
and Potty McCrory.
Potty
Oh,
McCrory.
I know. I was on the TV.
Thought you didn't know the crack.
I forget everything, and then now I
Just
remember.
flicking between channels.
That's right. No, I do remember that.
Who were you fighting?
A guy from Spain, Moy. He's actually based in London, which I didn't know until after the fight. So I just thought he was Spanish and based in Spain, like, but he's not.
Buff.
It makes it a wee bit like, because he's been sparring with a lot of English sparring partners who would know me and stuff like that. So I was unaware of that
Right.
until
As
his
in-
coach told me after.
As
Yeah.
in know you, as in know
My
your
style,
style.
know what I'm about, like, know what I'm capable of. And
He was tapping me up for info too.
I see.
He says, I know you train with him. I know you
wouldn't
spar
give
with
it,
him and all.
know what I
I
mean? 'Cause
wouldn't give him it.
You're loyal to a bone.
But you were brilliant. Well, I obviously watched it back.
It was a good fight. Like, it was a great fight, great scrap. Great.
Was there bad blood between you and him in the build up to it, or
Nah,
anything
not
like that?
really, but there has been a few words exchanged after.
Why was you being select?
Because I
Did you push your son
I
out?
like
put
this.
a-
Hola, por favor.
Ah, por favor. Hola. I just said after the fight that I thought I won every round.
Bad blood, and he's like,
Hello,
hello, thank you.
Oh, please.
Oh, please.
Hello, please.
Well, I just told him that I thought I won the fight by more. Like, I thought I won every round when I watched it back. He made a sweet comment saying, how can you say this when you run away the whole fight? I come to fight you in your background, you run away the whole fight. And I says, yeah, it's called me moving. I hit you more than you hit me.
Nice.
But you won.
I won.
But you want more of a win.
I won by like 8 rounds out of a 10-round fight. But I don't think I even lost the other 2 rounds.
Right.
So
So is
I
he?
just stayed
Would he
that.
be look? Is he looking? Maybe think he's looking a rematch or something?
no, I'm not getting the rematch.
Nah, he won't be.
Got the head
Hola. Not a fight, please. Por favor, fight, please.
How was the celebrations on the night? Did you go out after?
Didn't do much after. It was late. See, when you're like if you're high up on the bill, it's late by the time you get out. So it's like you're doing interviews, you're exhausted as well, busted up, nose racked, face racked, and then you're doing interviews with all the media, and then
Not Michael
everyone
Parkinson,
wants to see you.
unfortunately.
Nah, unfortunately not.
Rest in peace.
That's the face.
Do you like doing interviews?
No, not
Especially
after
after a fight.
It's the last thing I want to be doing.
Yeah.
Plus, people are torturing you.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, oh, give me a break.
Are you still at the stage where you're just eating everything, eating all around you? and
Nah.
not doing that as
really.
much this time?
Nah, not really. Before, when I was
I
boxing
am.
lightweight, I
The
was
baby
just
language.
proper, like,
Broken nose, bloody
Aye.
dead.
I haven't really done it this time. Don't know why, but...
Is that what you would do? Yeah, afterwards you would just like indulge for a wee
Indulge
while.
in
He became a food blogger
Ah,
last time and just.
At all around me, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like,
Fun time though, wasn't it?
How much
it was
did
fun
you
time.
put
But
on
see, at
last time?
that time, I was like... I was a weight below as well, so it was like... I was deprived of food for longer.
Right.
Like anything decent, and I was so strict on myself.
Right.
So when I did let loose, I literally let loose. Whereas time I've had a good camp, and my weight and all was good. I didn't need to do it.
Is it not really dangerous, all the weight cutting? Like you see, like I've watched.
See,
like,
we know what we're doing going into it.
Did we?
That's the thing. We know our bodies,
Yeah,
and we'll listen
the
to our bodies
limits.
more
That's it.
importantly. And it is dangerous, but we're working with nutritionists, and we'll
I know.
get to the point where
When
it's,
we know the science.
But don't you
And
see
it's-
videos of people like fucking fainting in ice baths and all, and you're just
Oh,
like,
aye.
you know.
Yeah. Do you
That's
know what?
mad.
See, on Fit Week, I take out carbs, like
Your son?
zero carbs. Yeah. Yeah. Carbs.
Hey,
Take
Louis
'em out.
Braxton now.
Take 'em out with a snipper. I take away carbohydrates and carbs. Take away fibre.
Fibre?
Yeah.
But surely that'll help you lose it.
Gut content. So you can hold on to like 2 kilos of gut content, which is almost 5 pounds.
But surely fibre gets rid of that.
It doesn't, because your body still holds on. They're up.
you should speak to Andrew Ryan.
Yeah.
Goes for what's it called?
Chronic.
Colonics down Uri.
Amazing.
There you go.
Does
Get
he?
you colonic in the week of a fight. Yeah, he's done it like 6 times. Something he swears by.
Apparently that's really
Bad for you.
bad for
He's
you.
going to an industrial estate in Uri twice a week. This guy, they
To
get
get his arse sucked
cleaned
out?
out, yes. And then he goes for a colonic. Aaron Butler's opened a new business in an industrial estate in Uri.
It's just a bath.
Beside the colonic place. Yeah,
It's
but
just a
apparently it is
bath
bad for
and
you.
Is it? Why?
Take a plug out of it and sit on it.
Because there's stuff that, Dan, you were...
There's like healthy
Focal-
bacteria and stuff that also gets flushed
That
out
they're
of your...
getting rid of. But there's also
They're getting rid of a lot of
parasites
vitamins I hear,
in your hip.
and a lot of like electrons and stuff. So it's
I think it's electrolytes.
whatever it is, electrolytes. Yeah, whatever it is. There you go.
You want to get rid of the
Do you know
electrolytes,
what?
keep the
I don't
electrons.
even know if it is.
She'll keep me
Yeah.
right.
But you can replace them with like a diorite or something.
Electrolyte.
Here, I have to watch my health.
Yeah.
Heart.
Heart?
My heart's been
Oh.
flaring up.
Has it? What do you mean your heart's been flaring
I've
up?
been having palpitations, I think that's what they're called. Or like, I would describe it as flutters,
Yeah.
right? And this started about a month and a half ago. And it wasn't like, I wasn't missing beats or anything like that, or like, as in music.
Yeah.
You know?
Why they're not letting me listen to music?
And then, yeah, and I started feeling like a wee bit low energy. And then I got in touch with my GP and he goes, we'll get all the scans, we'll get all the stuff, you know. And then he said,
Is that definitely private? That's definitely, is that private? Because no GP, if you ring and go, I don't feel well, they'll go,
She's got anxiety.
come back if you continue to feel unwell.
It's just riddled with anxiety.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning riddled with.
it's he basically said we'll arrange all the scans and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, right? And no, it's not private, but it actually isn't. But then he said a few things in the meantime it could be, and he said like, you know, what about like caffeine and things like that? And I was like, nah, I wouldn't have too much of that. And he's like, well, what would you have in a day with like teas and coffees and stuff? And I was like, 3 coffees and probably 8 teas or something like that. Now there's more caffeine, people say, in tea
Tea?
than coffee.
I think that's true.
So I was like, probably 11 a day.
Is that true?
Yeah. And then he went, I know. And then he went, try stopping that and see what happens. The second I stopped it, fine. I'm decaf everything now.
Holy shit.
I have one what I would call real tea a day, and maybe a coffee every other day or something.
Do
But
you
the
think
rest
decaf
decaf.
tastes any different?
I like it. I don't know some massive difference. Like.
Because I can't taste the difference between full fat and Diet Coke.
Oh, you definitely
I
can.
I
definitely
can't.
can.
Oh, you definitely
It's
can.
just like like an ounce of plaque on your teeth after a ton of coke.
Yeah. Now you can. The Diet Coke's a wee bit flatter or something.
Is it?
I
I
don't
like
know.
Coke Zero way more than I like that Coke.
I'm a Pepsi person. Coke can go shit itself.
You prefer Pepsi?
Oh, I'm a Pepsi Max.
Pepsi's
I drink
bigger in
Pepsi
Russia.
Max every day. It's big in Russia. So you're not dying. You're fine.
Yeah.
Your heart's fine.
Yep.
That
There's
was
just
just
too
you were
much
up to
caffeine
high
going
dough. That's 11. So that's crazy. Your
I
insides will
would
be fucking.
have one that maybe 2 a day. Coffees max, like.
Yeah.
And that's plenty for me.
Because I hadn't really drank it much, and then when I got into it, I was like, I like to taste this, and I like going out and having coffee, so I was just having a lot.
I've
then-
never rang a
Is this,
doctor though when they.
is this all a lie and it's just publicity for Punjana? That decaf?
But can I just say the decaf that the Thompson's family make? Someone
Yeah.
bet you wouldn't even know you're drinking regular tea. Yeah, but I'm on all decaf now.
I've never rang a doctor and they've went, we'll try and figure that out. They always just go, right, okay, come back if it continues. And you're like, but here,
Yeah.
okay, pretend I rang you last week. Here I
Yeah.
am again. It's continued.
At least
Do you
you
know what I
get through to your doctor.
I
Trying to live in West
sometimes drive down
Belfast.
to them. I drive down to them and go on.
And they're the most cheekiest, like,
Nosy bitches. Triaging you. What's wrong with me?
what's wrong
What
with
do you
me?
need to
Yeah.
know?
Oh, right, are you a doctor now?
Yeah.
No, I'll put the message across. Just tell them to ring me back. At this stage, I think my missus got like PTSD or something from ringing the doctors because they were just questioning her and like asking her so much stuff. And then I got to the stage where she was like, I need you to ring him.
Right.
And I was like, great. So I was ringing on her behalf.
You go down with a hand wraps on.
It's not like Sarah Gump Sheelan. Yeah, I know you're in there. I know you're in there.
See the way you're like, pass a message across? Bit unrelated, but I tried to do this move a while ago. I went into Little Wing. We were getting pizzas for the podcast. And they said, this will be ready in like 15 to 20 minutes. So I don't know if it's 15 or 20. So I said, do you want to just give us a ring when it's ready? And everybody that was with me and everyone in Little Wing looked at me like this.
Aye.
And I went, oh, don't worry about it. Sorry, it's all right then. Surely that makes total sense.
I know.
It's extra work for them, isn't it? Imagine they had to ring
Oh.
everyone.
I know, but I'm not saying everyone.
No, but why would they ring?
I'm saying me. I wasn't looking, but I'm just saying, you don't want my pizza sitting here clogging up the takeaway thing. Give me a ring when it's ready. I'll be straight in and out.
I think if the window, that would be different if someone says it could be an hour, it could be 5 hours. Ring me when it's ready. But if the window is 15 to 20 minutes and you've got a 5 minute, you might have to stand here for 5 or 2.
Nah, I can't stand
That's-
for 5 minutes.
That is such white privilege.
I know. I know. But in Hollywood, like,
There's like a slave trade going on in some parts of the world, and he's like, I will not wait in that wing for 5 minutes.
just ring me. That's like people who go, like if you can't get a taxi home from a night out and you're getting takeaway, just go to the place and then be like, mate, can you give us a lift? You're going to my house anyway. We used to do it with the Dynasty in Hollywood.
No.
I've done in Glasgow and they wouldn't do it. She would not do it.
You walk in, right? Say it's 12:30. Can't get a taxi in Hollywood. It's not called Dynasty anymore. You would go to Dynasty, be like, can I get gravy half and half?
Delivered.
Delivered. And then you give them an address, and then when the guy's going to get in the car, you go, yes, mate. Drop me up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that. That's genius. But also, why would that man want you in his car?
He
Because he's
wouldn't.
got loads and loads and loads of maybe whatever fast food it is. It probably smells like fucking.
That's genius.
I
would never do that though.
What's the difference this time in getting back into stand-up than your first kid?
The first time after I had winter, it was COVID still, so getting back in wasn't really up to me. It
Sorry,
was
that's Diona's other daughter.
up to the world. Yeah, my only daughter.
No, COVID.
Oh right. There was during COVID 2 weans and 2 twins in like India, and they called them COVID and I don't know,
In Derry?
pandemic or something. No, in like India.
Right.
That's anyway. The first time when it wasn't up to me when it happened, it was sort of just like as and when, because it was like stop starty because of COVID and stuff. But this time I'm like buzzing to get back into it because it's so stressful being at home with 2 kids that you're just dying to get out and like have fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And be with adults, not do baby talk.
Are you going to try stand-up?
Are you thinking of trying stand up?
I always
What
say.
are you
Never thought
boxers
about it.
like? You love it.
I've never once been. It's the first time I've ever heard her. This is.
That's like I'm asking the mega try box.
Because, right, well,
Doesn't
Diona,
rap here.
what do you think of this, right? They talked about, I think it was Tyrone mentioned it,
Yeah.
about
Aye.
what if, because the comedians have tried boxing, so what if the boxers try stand-up?
Stand up.
So, Tommy could host it because he's obviously been doing it for over a year, probably
Yeah.
now. So, you, Tyrone, maybe
Michael.
Jamie, Michael,
Carl.
Barnesy
from-
maybe.
Carl from Big Ear. I'd
Yeah.
say. Carl's good public speaker anyway.
I think it'd be great.
I think it'd be.
I think
it
you'd be-
could
I think
Big
you'd
I
be
Ear,
really
I'd
good
say.
at
I think Jamie'd be really good at it.
Jamie Big
He's
Ear as
funny.
well. Jamie
Good-looking
Big
guy.
Ear, Yep.
I think he's uncomfortable with me now. Backstage at Fela, I genuinely was like, that's a lovely outfit, because you were in this wee like quarter zip type thing. I thought
Yeah.
it's like a very neutral colour, and I just thought it was a touch of class from him. I told him that, and he was a bit like,
You also, like yesterday, complimented his bag on Instagram. Have you seen that?
yes, he was
like,
wearing a crossbody bag, which I think on fellas look a bit weird, but I had to say to Jamie, look, respect, like on him it looked great.
So he definitely thinks you fancy him?
No, I do fancy him.
Oh,
I told him this. But yeah, I think it could be a lot of fun.
I think I'll be class. Like, be
would
good.
you do it?
I
You would do it.
Yeah,
I've never laughed more in
no problem.
my life than the Whiskey and White live show when I went out as a surprise guest with Jimmy Nesbitt, and then halfway through it had to just like leave the stage, and I sat with him in the front row
Oh,
because there was too much madness. They were playing like a drinking game,
Mad, and it was,
and
You
I
had a
was
cup of tea?
yeah, they were playing a drinking
Yeah.
game, and I was like, it's a bit like well, you know, like I don't know if you know this, but when a team wins a Premier League or something, typically like they get champagne and they spray it everywhere.
Yeah.
But they say that they say to the Muslim teammates, if you want to like step out or step over here,
Yeah.
they won't spray them with the champagne.
You
The
were
equivalent
Muslim
of
teammate.
was that made Fela.
Yep.
They were like, there'll be wickets on stage, so they respectfully went up to me and went, you won't want to be anywhere near that. So they gave me the chance to. So I wasn't asked to be part of the drinking game, which shows you how much of a nerd they think I am.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even ask me. It started and I was just sitting. Everyone's standing and I'm just like sitting.
It's getting out of control, guys.
What was that?
That's my.
That's your what?
That's my.
That don't sound anything like Jimmy Nesbitt. So I said, "Fuck you, Diona." So I said, I'm going to remove myself, and he was sitting in the front row. Was that you? Who were you with?
my mother-in-law, Dervla was there as well, but she left.
Right.
She just
Were
left
you
for work.
drinking?
Ah.
So you went and sat beside other people that
But
were
I
drinking?
didn't even
Smug
respectfully
drinks.
having like I had like 2 pints at that stage. And I was just,
You don't have a problem, all right?
man.
So I sat beside him, and I've never laughed more. Like, as in a say we were sitting for 10 minutes.
Oh, fuck,
It was a beautiful moment because Jimmy Nesbitt's
we
there.
literally commentated.
It was just
See if you had these 2 microphones and this one out, it would be absolutely.
it was because it was mental. The Devonish was going wild.
It was going nuts.
So it's full of characters.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the drink.
Yeah.
On stage, people are drinking. Nesbitt's, I go on as a surprise guest, surprise Jimmy Nesbitt, who has never been more surprised by anything. If an alien had to come down, he'd have been less
Yeah.
surprised. He was like, oh, I couldn't believe, and it's like, it's conceivable. How did he not know? So,
Have you met before?
yes,
Okay.
but not like in
For
that
long?
kind of, no, not really.
Right.
So Tommy goes, we'll bring you on as a surprise guest. And I went, if I'm doing that, don't tell Nesbitt to make it authentic, but bring me up on the
Beforehand?
chat
Yeah.
beforehand, and take the piss out of me. You know, get a conversation
Encourage
going
him to
about.
take the piss out of you?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I said. So I go down. Nesbitt's already on stage. I go through the fire exit, and I'm standing with Jamie and Michael, who have been on in the first half. And I went, does Nesbitt actually know I'm coming? And they went, he doesn't have a clue. Tommy had said to me, we're going to bring you on like you're a wee kid who wants to meet Jimmy Nesbitt. And I went,
Oh, class.
brilliant. I'm standing backstage ready to go on. He goes, right, folks, we have a Make-A-Wish Foundation kid here.
Oh, shit.
I'm backstage. He goes, he's just been diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and all he wants to do is meet Jimmy Nesbitt, his hero. And now, I'm wearing my full boxing tracksuit, my medal, and a pair of dark sunglasses, and I've asked for a walk-on track and stuff. And when I go on, you can see Nesbitt, who, hey, may or may not have had a beer, and I'm throwing that out there. I don't know if he had. I don't know if he was acting. May have had a beer. Because I come out in the dark sunglasses in this weird tracksuit,
Yeah.
he
Doesn't know who
he's
you are.
like, this wee boy's tall, right? And then I take my sunglasses off and throw them to the crowd, but I have my back to them because I throw the sunglasses to the crowd and I give them a wave as a surprise guest.
He's like,
When I
this wee
turn
lad's
back
full of
round,
confidence.
he's like, he might have a few more weeks left. Right? When I turn back round, Nesbitt loses his mind. Nesbitt loses his mind, but thinks that there genuinely is a Make-A-Wish Foundation kid who wants to meet him. So he's like, this is mental. He goes something like, I thought, is someone coming? And I was like, Jimmy,
It's me.
it's me, mate.
He's like, Shane, will you sit down? This wee lad comes out.
Yeah. And it was brilliant. Like, I was probably on stage in 10-15 minutes, and then Tommy told me, right, we're finishing up with this big drinking game with Jimmy. You know, I'm just sitting there. Then I go sit with him, and Tyrone brought on a team of lunatics.
Lunatics.
He brought
That's
a
like
group of lunatics.
Another description of.
Yes, And the crowd, there's lunatics in the
Never heard that
crowd.
word under description.
Lunatics in the crowd. Tyrone's hosting. There's lunatics at Nesbitt. I sit with him in the front row, and they're doing. And I said it takes something to be the biggest rocket in the Devonish
Yeah,
when the feel is going on. But everyone on stage has done it, and it was just.
Who was the
it was
biggest
carnage.
rocket? Drone.
Nesbitt.
Nesbitt was the biggest
Full rocket.
rocket.
Is he going to come on your podcast? Did you
Right.
talk about it on stage?
Yes. He said, tea with me's massive. And I said, Jimmy, fucking come on then. Come on then.
What's his problem?
He said he was-
Is he got a pact with him too?
I don't know.
Don't know what's going on there. Like,
I said I saw him in Portrush. I said, Jimmy, I saw you in Portrush last week. I was up on holiday, and you were out and about, and I didn't come out of privacy because you were out with the family. I
Did you,
said,
like?
yeah, I saw him.
Oh, right.
But I said, my wife saw him and said, Jimmy Nesbitt's just going over, and I said, listen, he's with the family, not going to go up and bother him. And he respected that. But is he going to come on?
Bring the
I don't
mics
know.
to him.
I don't know if I want him on.
Oh.
Nah, I do. I really,
Yeah,
more than
you really
anything, I
do.
want to get him on. But bring a mic to him, I can't. You gotta come to our house.
Other than Jimmy, who are you dying to get on?
Van Morrison. Van
That's
Morrison.
not
It's
out of,
been
that's
on
not
a
out of
while.
your
It is.
reach. It is out of your reach.
it's been going on a while.
Speaking of
hasn't it,
fucking
Van
rockets.
Morrison?
I went up to him once with barbecue sauce all over my face in a restaurant. I didn't put it on to go
You're
up to
like,
him.
I'm a bright face boy. Right, okay. That sounded.
Yeah, I did. I did blackface and went up to Van Morrison. Van loved the music,
up.
mate. He's like, that's a bit controversial. Brown
Barbecue.
faced boy. Name of my new show.
Brilliant.
Oh, delete that from me.
Wow. Sean, who are you going to fight next?
Mr. Brown Boys.
I'm in trouble now.
Yeah, no, not at all. I went up to him at a restaurant and I had barbecue sauce all over my face.
And did he talk to you?
I talked to him.
What matters?
He nodded at one point.
So, but he didn't know anything about you, who you are, anything.
If he did a good job of acting like he didn't.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a bit of a rocket though, isn't he? Like,
I don't know.
fun guy, I assume.
I'm a huge fan, and I think he would have of Van, and I think he would have the man, and I think he would have some
Plan?
great stories. I think he'd have some great stories. I'd love to get chatting to.
Yeah.
Sean, who's your next fight going to be against?
I don't know. My manager has just reached out trying to get me on the America. That's one of the big guys, big names. Like.
Yes,
Hopefully the likes of Ryan Garcia or something like that would be class.
that would be unreal.
So that's.
I saw
where
him
I'm
knock.
at now.
I saw him brutally knock someone out in Vegas
Powerful.
on the front and undercard. So I would need to get a chat with you beforehand.
Yeah. Listen, you could be part of the team. You might just be there.
Be part of the undercard. I love that. That would be unreal. The box in the States. They'd love you out there.
I think they would, you know. If they can understand me, that is. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that matters. They don't need to understand you.
I know you're right.
Ah,
They just need to understand your fists.
I'll go as your translator.
I wouldn't bring him as
Por
your
favor. Por favor.
he thinks that means thank you. Don't bring him. They not bring him.
Vegas would be unreal, wouldn't it?
No, Vegas fit would be unbelievable.
We went for the front fight. It was brilliant.
Do you think if you, as a boxer, does it matter where you live? Do you know the way, like, as a comedian,
We
say you
can
live in the
travel
middle of
everywhere
New York?
nowadays.
But like, your base can be anywhere. Is that, or do you think you would do you have to break America? You have to be in America.
Nah, I wouldn't say so. Like, because Tyson Fury, prime example, is broke America. Josh Taylor, you've loads of UK fighters that's done it. It's just it's just boxing. So if
It's just boxing.
I suppose it's down to broadcasting, isn't it? If you're on a big TV platform, broadcasting platform, you're gonna be well known, and you're able to break into basically anywhere.
What age are you?
31, 2 days ago.
Are you?
Oh.
Happy birthday.
What did you do for your birthday?
Went to Loch Earn overnight. Just chilled one with the wife and
Did you bring the
wife to
baby?
be. We're getting married in Loch Earn next year, so
Did you bring the 2-year-old?
no, haven't.
I'd
Booked in
love
for a
to
wee
do that.
massage and all next day. Split, get home, phone call from Loch Earn. You didn't pay. I was like, I left my card. See, the spa and the reception are two
You don't
separate
call. You can't call
facilities.
them that.
Spas.
So you did a runner. So did you pay over the phone?
Paid over the phone. But it's sort of going, oh, it's
Sure,
your
it's their
mistake.
mistake.
Your mistake.
Yeah.
You just asked me for my card details, so I'll leave it.
I got a terrible massage in Australia. It was awful.
You enjoy a wee massage. You get them regularly, don't you?
I've probably had like 4 in my life.
No. Well, I've heard about them all then.
There was the weird one where it was Tyson Fury's masseuse
Yes,
in Liverpool, me and
yeah.
William Thompson.
But the fact that you would
Can I tell you about this? Oh, it was weird.
This is the Mazda, William Thompson.
He's always sitting watching.
So I was on tour in Liverpool, and I can't remember where we'd just come from, but Willie was with me, and it was just a lot of travel. I think we just had our second kid, and like when I don't know if you get this, but when like because like you're holding the baby up here all the time, your neck and shoulders you end up like this.
Shrugged up.
Yeah. So it like grew. Right, I was walking about like grew on tour. All right, folks, and and Willie was too, and I said, my neck and shoulders are killing me, and Willie went, everything's killing me all the time. So I went, I know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get me and you a massage, and he goes, class. And then I put it out on Instagram. In fact, I asked Ryan McLaughlin. So Ryan's from Belfast, played football in Liverpool for years, right? So I went, do you know anyone who does like sports massage in Liverpool? He goes, this is Tyson Fury's guy. So I went, this is what I need.
What a hookup.
This is what I need. So the guy, I thought he had a place. So I was like, I'll come to you, mate, wherever you are. In Liverpool, he goes, I don't have a place, I'll come to you. And I went, right. But then I get a bit like, if he's coming to the hotel. That could sound, people talk.
Yeah.
What's a fella doing walking in a massage bed at Shane's room?
They probably go, oh, he's probably getting a massage.
Well, I said to William, I'm gonna try and book like a boardroom or something, right in the hotel. But then I was like, that will look really weird if someone's walking past. They're like, oh, must be a conference on, and it's just me,
On the
spread
board
eagle, getting picked off. So I was like, well, this is all sounding a bit weird. So I went to the receptionist and said, we just checked in, and I said, listen, there's a guy coming to give me a massage in my room, just to let you know. And she said, why are you telling me? And I said, just in case it's weird. And she said, it's weird now. Like, then it sounded like something sexual was happening when I went, just to let you know. She's like, if you hadn't said anything, I wouldn't have thought this was weird. This happens, like. But anyway, the guy was like arriving, and William was going to meet a friend, and I went, cancel that, you have to come with me. And he went, what do you mean? I was like, just be in the room, just be there, you get a massage too. So then the guy was great, like, but I was getting a massage, and William was just sitting on the bed, just like watching. And then we swapped. And it was great. I was then watching him get rubbed.
Did you have a room that had like a living area, or was it like beside the bed?
It was just it was near the bed. It was just a standard room, but
was William sitting on the bed?
Yeah.
Feet swinging.
Just like
No, he sat up against the wall in the middle with a pillow, so he was just sitting like if you'd bust in,
Did he have the TV or anything on, or was he just...
Sky Sports News was on.
Eurotrash was on. Fucking heck.
Yeah, one of them when you're in jail, wee mirror.
Yeah. But after it, I thought after it that I was like, is anyone gonna like see a fellow? I have 2 fellas in the room and a massage bed, like away from the wife. You know what I mean? Like, what are people gonna think I'm doing some like seedy thing?
Yeah.
So then after the relaxing massage, I was on stage like that. my neck and shoulders were higher. It was more tense after it because like everyone's gonna think.
The height over it all.
Yeah.
But that's why I thought you maybe got regular massages, because to like need one when you're away is like do you know what I mean?
But I do that. I go, I'm doing these tour shows. They're big shows.
Treat yourself.
I'm tense. I've done the travel. 50-minute flight. I need just loosened up. My neck and shoulder need loosened up.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Sean went for his first massage ever when I was pregnant. We went together.
He's good to himself.
I know, isn't he?
Listen, I know you're stressed. I'm gonna get a rub.
I know. And I booked him in for a massage like 2 weeks ago. Sort of like a hint.
Where did he go, Craig?
Yeah. Just like in like the gym that we have, there's like a spa, and you can get a massage. And we went for one together. I was pregnant and he wasn't.
Oh, really?
He was after it. Such a good mistake.
She was.
He is now.
The girl was like, you're so fucked. Like, you're the most tense person I've ever touched. It's like, she was like, you need to come. Like,
Do
get
you
one
or
of-
him?
No, him. It's like, you need to come and get one. He has got 5 kids.
She's a good saleswoman.
Yeah, you need to keep coming
One a
back.
week.
Yeah.
One every fortnight.
So what did she say? He just had like knots and all? And he was-
All over. She's like, you're riddled. She was like, I can't even get into your thighs. She did.
What a confidence booster.
You're so riddled. But he didn't know what to do, like, as well, because it was his first massage. So I don't think he knew whether or not he should look at them or talk to them, or do you know what I mean? So it's
Take
so
his boxers
awkward.
off or keep them on. When Emily, like, oh,
Because
they're
it's a
off.
weird thing, isn't
It is weird.
Because yeah, like if you're like, do guys get boners when they get massaged?
I haven't.
You better not if it was a fella.
I haven't.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you might.
But see, if you started thinking about it, you definitely
You
would.
You would just get a boner.
Even
thinking,
if you were
"Oh,
like, if you were like, you know, if you were
Don't
like,
get a boner, don't get a
Jesus,
boner."
thank God I'm not getting a boner here. That's when you start. That's when you might start.
getting a boner.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
sure it happens. I'm sure like
I'm
people
sure
who do
people
that job
do,
have
but
seen
people,
it all the time.
it's just probably your mindset, getting in what you're going into a massage for. If you know what you're going in for, because you're fucking tense shoulder. But if you're going in to be like,
Yeah.
it's like erratic, you're going to be like,
Yeah.
It's
Can't
really
even just imagine
unfair.
wee Willie Thompson with that mindset, his back just arching.
I'm sat on the bed with a boner.
I love going on tour with Will. He's brilliant to go on tour with
Yeah.
because he's
Good
obviously
fun.
brilliant at stand up.
Yeah.
But then he's like up for anything. So as soon as the gig's over, you know, the staff and the other comedians or whatever are like, let's go for a night out. I send wee Willie out. I go, where you go, mate? Let me know. And then over breakfast,
some
I hear all
pocket
the
money.
scandal. Yes, I give him
Yeah.
a fiver. You know.
Don't spend that all at once.
Yeah.
But no, I love going on tour with him. He's brilliant.
Because do you know what? He's the perfect person to take with you because he's like not bothered. He's not underslept or anything. He's not too tired for the crack because he's not like up at 5 o'clock with kids. Do you know I was gigging with him recently and he was all, I'm so knackered, and our eyes caught each other and he went, oh, sorry. I was like, it's okay. You're allowed to be tired in your life.
Yeah.
Whatever's to keep you tired, that's okay.
He no, he's great. He's doing this tour as well. He's brilliant because he like, see, even just like the airport carrying the bag and all that kind, like nobody will complain less than him. I'm complaining.
What do you mean carrying the bag?
Like when
Carrying
he's
his own
carrying
bag?
like a suitcase and all.
Aye.
Well, obviously, like, you know, he's got cerebral palsy and it affects him way more than he'd ever like tell you.
Oh, right.
So he'll literally be like in agony with his and I'll go, here mate, give us that bag for 10 minutes. And he's like, nah man, it's all good. And he just turns around to you and you're like, it's not all good. It is not all good. Let me give you a break. But he's like complete trooper.
Oh, I didn't know he was that sore.
Yeah. So he like we were in Wagamama and he like fell. I've told this in the podcast before. Like didn't slip on anything. His body was that knackered from like being on tour and all the travel that he just like, and me sending him a night, making him go out and nights out so I can hear what he gets up to. He just like fell. He just like planked and fell and then got straight back up. And like 2 minutes later, I was complaining because my chili squid was taking too long to arrive. And I went, he should probably be complaining more
Are
than me.
you living vicariously through Willie?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're sending him out to have the fun that you're too tired to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you did
Are you
stand,
not knackered, Sean?
this guy's up at all hours.
I'd be up
Boxing
and at it.
and kids.
But
Jay?
he takes boxing classes too and runs a gym.
You'd been knackered, wouldn't you? I didn't know you could be
I
bothered.
do. We see between me and my fiance, we have a serious hectic life. Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like Willie, I can just get on with it because like having kids is one thing. Like obviously, seeing there's a responsibility. So if I go, like if you go away on holidays to come home and just lie and be like 2-3 days, you just lie and chill out in the house
Yeah.
Aye.
and do nothing. See now you're coming home, kids crawling all over you, and you're just like,
Yes.
holidays aren't even worth it anymore.
There's,
Like
there-
my
Yeah.
type of holidays when you're going away on a stag or something like that.
I'm supposed to be in Portugal right now
Why aren't you?
because I
Got
cancelled
5
it.
kids.
Aye, I genuinely
with the
was
family or friends?
for a wedding, for a friend's
Oh,
wedding,
wow.
a friend's sister's wedding, and it would have been all day, all night. It would have been like people like having a great time, and I cancelled it just after I had Rocky because I was like, what was I thinking, bringing a 2-month-old to the roasting heat in Portugal?
You just went to go camping like 2 days after the baby was
Yeah,
born.
yeah.
They were going to go camping.
No, we did. Well, we tried. Did Sean tell you about and it was like the baby was like 2 weeks old, and Sean is obsessed with getting away. Yes.
Sean wants to live in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, that's
by
all he
himself.
talks about. By himself. I've said before, like growing up, he always wanted to like be on his own, never get married, never have kids, and that fella has not stopped getting married and having kids. Like he's been doing it.
He loves it.
I went the complete opposite.
He's constantly doing it. It's like, why do you not learn? He
It's
bought
that
it.
thing, like when you're getting a massage, you tell yourself you're not going to do it, you do it.
Don't get married, don't get married. Ah, fuck's sake, I did it again.
Fuck's sake. No
Fuck,
more
like,
kids, no more kids. No, I'm done with them. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
And we had to be real calculative about getting pregnant. But like save for it, pay for it, do medical process, get on a flight. You can't have it done by accident, but he still keeps doing that as well.
Yeah, how do you? He did it. He's the only guy who's done IVF by mistake. You know, he's like, oh,
3
fuck.
times. I know, he's a luncheon. But he bought this new big fancy tent that he was really into, and we wanted us all to go camping. So we went camping. Now I brought the baby till about 10 o'clock at night, and then I left and went home and slept in a bed.
Okay.
And he stayed there. But the week before we tried to go camping, and Sean spent an hour and a half trying to put the tent up. And we then gave up and went home. We didn't do the camping because I was like, this is stupid.
Always
now.
do the pop up.
Pop up.
Do you mean like
Great.
Yeah.
that? They're only like for one person. You can't get a pop up that holds like 6 people.
Get six him.
Neighbours.
Obviously.
Just put the bababies in their own mug.
Neighbours.
Yeah, but even we got one of those ones that like fills with air.
Right.
She
I was
needs-
quick.
It's meant to be 5 minutes, and he couldn't figure it out. Yeah.
No, you gotta do like we've done a few flights with a kid.
Yeah.
It's hell. The flight.
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
It's just because you expect you expect to walk on the plane takes off.
Sleep.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but also it's like we were delayed. No, it's
yes,
just
aye.
That happened to me coming home from Lanzarote. My child was literally, it was a good time. So on the way home, I was like, thank God, this is a good time. This is his sleep time.
Yeah.
Normally, it was like an 8 p.m. flight. We get on. Some girl from Belfast that was back going nuts, fucked off a plane. Had to take our luggage off. We sat
by the
on
way,
runway
someone
for 4
legally
hours.
has to do it. Someone from Belfast, if you're on
Oh,
like a
yeah.
Spain flight,
Has to be done.
legally
Has
has
to
to
be.
get kicked off it.
Yeah.
You need a hero. You're like, someone needs to do this before we leave here. Someone, I'll do it, fuck's sake.
I was on a flight before from, I don't know if it was from Derry or Belfast years ago as a teenager, and there was a group
Flight
of,
from Derry to Belfast?
no, I don't know if it was flying from Derry or Belfast.
Lazy.
And there was a stag do on it from Belfast, and they grounded the plane, got them off, and went back up again. I think they grounded it in Dublin or something.
Holy shit.
Got rid of them, and then
Well,
went back
they
up.
kicked it. I've said it before, but they kicked the stag do off the flight we were just on, and again 3 hours sitting on the thing. And did I tell you? Carl Winchester was on the flight from West Belfast, played football, and I was chatting to him. I just knew of him, like, but we were chatting away. And I think Carl's from the West. as
He's
well.
a friend of mine. He's from Beachmount.
So the guys who got kicked off, everyone's like tutting and all. Everyone's like, "Fuck's sake!" Like, dickheads and all ruining it for everyone and all. And Jesus Christ, and he's like, "Fuck, that's hectic and all to do it." They all knew him. So when they were walking off, they were like, "Oh, Carl, what's a crack?" And he's like, "Fuck up, lads, ways go, walk on, walk on." It was brilliant.
Do you know the last flight I was on when I was pregnant, and I was so big and so like emotional over nothing and uncomfortable, and it was awful. And this woman came over and like did my belt and all for me. She just seen me just like being
Would you accept that? Or?
at a normal time I'd be all, why are you breathing in my face? But I was just like so happy that, and she put a pillow behind my back. She came over and she was all, let me help you, and done my thing, because I was all like just like having a hard time.
Have you ever flown from Derry Airport? What is Derry Airport?
It's somebody's garage. It's
I've
just
never
like,
even seen it or
tiny.
heard of it.
Where is it?
it's Eglinton. It's just outside of Derry.
Eglinton's brilliant.
Well, all it
It's
has is an
unreal.
airport.
The wee village.
Oh, is
outside
it a
Derry.
village too? Have you been to Eglinton?
It's one of the best places.
You're lying.
Do people know I love this place? Eglinton. It's oh my god. Wee cafes, flowers around the wee roundabouts and everything. It's beautiful. There's a wee thing. It's brilliant.
Now, how many people live there? Like 5?
It's bigger than you think. It's unbelievable. If there's ever a Belfast Eglinton flight, I'm on.
There is. There should be. I think there is. And it goes to
There's no Derry to
Magaluf.
Belfast flight.
Goes to Mallorca.
Derry to Mallorca.
Yeah.
That must be the only
And
It's
Derry
the
to
only
London. There's
special,
2 or
is
3
it?
flights it goes to, but one of them is, we love it there. Like, we love going to Magaluf. So that's why they
From
put on a
Derry?
wee flight for us.
And what airline Is it just like a local one, like Derry Hay?
Yeah.
Football Special Airlines. and it's just like whoever's around flies it. You know what I mean? They just get some guy.
Just that guy that day. Yeah.
Jump on.
But there's a couple of flights, but I don't think anybody really flies it.
Is there shops in Derry Airport and restaurants and stuff?
I haven't been, Shane.
It's minimal.
Have you been?
Minimal.
Let me see.
I hate when you go into an airport though and there's not nice places to eat.
Oh, why
Hate
not?
it.
Like, why when you go to a big airport like in London, minimum requirement, a Nando's, a Wagamama, a TGI
Even at
Friday.
McDonald's. There's always Burger King.
Liverpool Airport is shocking.
Burger King's the worst, and
Disgusting.
McDonald's is up there as well. I don't even understand why they put them in the airports.
Because, well, McDonald's is class. But Burger King.
Even at Belfast International Airport, get a
Put
Nando's, get a
decent in,
something.
Yeah, something decent.
I have anxiety before you go. So you get to an airport and there's a couple of shops and a couple of eateries before you go through security,
Yes.
and you have to go. Will the ones on the other side be better than here? Do I eat here? Or do I wait to get over?
That's a big decision to make.
Bad decision.
So at Derry Airport, there is fast track. Now, is there a need for that when there's 3 people on the flight?
Yeah.
Uh,
You're skipping the person you're with.
So
That's it.
catering, there's a Fed and Watered, which I
Right.
think they have at the international airport. So there is like a restaurant and bar. There is retail and airport shopping.
Much check it would be
there's a
to
wee
charter
bit of
your own
duty
wee
free.
plane.
There's a lounge,
A lounge.
Amelia Earhart Lounge. We looked into chartering a helicopter or a jet to.
You look at both.
We looked at both
From
from
where to
when we
where?
thought we were going to be late for the London podcast. We priced it. Now it was at the time, so I'm sure in advance it's cheaper, but it was $8,500.
So you can go. We need one now.
Yep,
Like, get your coat on. We're leaving, and they have one ready.
I think so. They would have been ready to go, but we could because you see a lot of like local influencers and stuff on wee planes. But I think they just like
They don't go up.
book it to sit on. Is this true?
Apparently They don't go up. I've read
This is
on
a theory
Twitter.
I've had.
I've read this on Twitter loads. That like they don't go up. They just go on, give photos like sitting on it.
So you're just
Surely
paying
you
to
can
rent
see
it.
out the window of their photographs. Like
not if
I've
you
heard
showed
one influencer was caught. One influencer was caught because it was a video, and then of her like she's videoing it, and then it shows you her photographer videoing it, and she's like celebrating, and there's like waiters coming up and getting their food and all, but someone had zoomed in and went, "You haven't even took off yet."
because you can
You're not
probably
getting
see
off.
buildings out the window or people.
And she was caught this time.
Do you know what,
So
do you know
whenever
what
the
I'd
big
say underneath?
thread I read.
Well, I hadn't
through
taken
the-
off yet.
Ah, yeah.
We're
Yeah, we've
waiting to
taken
go.
But the caption was 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
They're like, I can see a fella in a high vis out the window.
People do that in IKEA. Where they go and sit in all the kitchens and the living rooms and all, and take photographs and like make it out that's their house.
No.
Yeah, and they put and then
Just
they're-
some fellow with meatballs behind you on a plate.
Oh my God.
yeah,
That's my uncle.
yeah. I keep tags on everything. Don't take them off. But people do that because it looks like their grid looks.
That's
like
my
they
Asian uncle.
have his class house. Yeah.
What's the purpose? What the like?
It's what do you call it? Like aspirational. It's aspirational, so they then say to their clients or people they're like, listen, I'm jet setter. You know what I mean? This is who you're dealing with. This kind of thing.
Yeah.
I got asked to go to. I got a message which was like, we're reaching out. It started like this on Instagram. We're reaching out to influencers. You've lost me.
Lost,
Yeah.
gone.
Don't reach out. Reach back and put your hand in your pockets. Don't reach me. We're reaching out to influencers who would benefit from, who want to. It was something like this: accelerate their lifestyle or something like that. You can come along for free
I got the same message.
to
I know
this
who you're
talk.
I know who they are.
Imagine you said yeah,
Yeah.
because I said to Dave, I was telling Dave, and he goes, "We'll go." I was like, "We can't."
I know the people that run that company. I whenever, because obviously the person that reached out was like works for their like
Yes.
marketing or whatever.
Yes.
But an actress friend of mine who went into that line of work, who no longer works as an actress because she obviously, it's like a pyramid scheme.
Right.
Do that sort of thing. It's like you rope in 3 people,
That's
and each
mad,
of them
isn't it?
rope in 3 people, and each of them rope in 3 people, and it's all
That's the way
about
the world is, isn't it? It's
accelerating your lifestyle. It's all about just like, well, you could afford a private jet in 6 months. You're like, I'm all right. I don't want a private jet.
Nah,
fuck-
like
fucking
it.
Ford Fiesta. Sound.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is that thing of like, yeah, just the, this is how that doesn't make me connect with someone. If you're showing me, by all means, if you like flying on private jets and you can afford that, more power to you. Like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
But the second you start showing people, that's when you lose me.
It's like, do you know what makes
100%.
me cringe? Do you know when people do the whole, like, they buy balloons to show the amount of followers they've now got on Instagram and
Oh,
all?
fuck.
People do that.
Or people, like, put a photograph up of, like, a big...
20,000.
and then
Well,
they
I'm
have,
just
like,
about to
two-
hit 120k on
10,000.
Instagram, so order
Get
balloons.
the
Yeah.
balloons in.
Yeah.
Do they stand the
Get them
balloons
in.
and they're all, thanks for the journey, thanks for being on this journey with me, guys. They've got big balloons to mark the number they've hit, and you're all,
And the
Ah,
fault,
they do it.
Oh
you
my
see
God.
so many like PTs, 1.2 million followers. They put up this video, 19 likes. And they've hidden the
yeah,
likes,
yeah.
and there's 3 comments,
Yeah.
and it's from them. Appreciate the love on this, guys.
There's
no love.
There's somebody
Oh, that's
locally,
fucking-
I won't say who they are, but they had loads of followers at one stage, and then the next, like tens of thousands, and then the next day it was down to like 3.
Paddy Barnes. No. Who's Barnesy?
Do you know whenever it came in, you couldn't buy them anymore? Remember you used to
Yeah.
be able to buy like Twitter followers?
Oh yeah.
We caught someone out, a boxer, who was buying followers.
Paddy Barnes.
And
Yeah.
what did they say when you did they go fair enough or
They said,
deny?
no, they said that their partner bought it for them.
But I can
Bought it
in a-
for
I
them
was
for a
like,
birthday
why?
or something?
And I was like, well, they're just to help me out with like trying to get more endorsements
Yeah.
and get
Yes,
more
I-
like
I know what you mean.
something
I
to
can in a
themselves.
way.
was
I
like,
can. I've said it before, as much as it's cringe and it's weird and it's almost like a sad way to be to think you need that validation.
Yeah.
I can understand it because you said that's the way the world works. It sort of is.
It is,
Oh, it
Like
is,
if you're a
100%.
promoter and you're looking at these, and this guy has 300,000 followers and he's verified, and there's a far better boxer, 60,000 followers, you might just go for the guy with the more followers.
Yeah.
I think
Bums
now,
on seats.
even like Instagram itself, just allow you to buy a verification.
Yeah.
So like they've bought in, they're going, why not just let everyone buy to be
But do you
verified?
know you can check
So people are at
when
so
somebody got verified?
Oh really?
So you can go into the thing and it, like you can go, I can't remember how to do it, but I have checked out a few people to go, when did you get verified? Because if they got verified in May this year, they bought it. Guys, you heard it here first.
this is what's happening. See what I mean?
But in saying that, I don't think I think it's silly buying the verification thing, but it is true though. Like the more followers you have, that equates to money basically and work.
Do you think it's all gonna? The world's all gonna change?
We'll be fucked when there's a new app.
No, but do you think everyone's just gonna move away from all that? Because do you think that?
No.
I hope that stuff like that comes and goes, and then everyone.
Yeah. Well, like my nephew goes to me, oh, like a couple of years ago, will you tag me? I was like, what for? He's like, I'll get followers. I was like, why do you want followers?
And then what?
And then what?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Do you
It's-
speak to them? Do you know who they are? Like,
Especially if it's
not
like
real
a
life.
kid who's like, well,
Fucking
what are you
shit.
trying to sell? That if
know.
you're trying to sell something, you,
I
you
know.
need people to an
Uh,
audience.
If it's like if you're trying to publicise a business or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's just like, no, I just want followers.
Yeah.
And this was years ago, and I was like,
Even the word
don't we
followers.
strangers? They're fucking strangers. Followers? I don't follow some. Like,
I have a
imagine you were walking down the street and people started following you.
Yeah.
Peter.
Sean,
Like,
we don't have to imagine.
120. Like, yeah, that's like me going on Instagram. I have 120,000 followers. I don't have 120,000 followers. There's 120 who at one point have thought that's all right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and may or
yeah.
may not enjoy regularly seeing that, but they're not like followers.
Yeah.
Even like fans.
disciples.
Of course, we all have fans to an extent, but not everyone who likes the stuff will call themselves a fan. You're just like, oh yeah, I like that sometimes.
That word makes me die inside though, doesn't it?
The fans,
I hate it.
my fans.
I feel like you're not allowed to have fans when you're from here.
That's
Do you
what
know what I
I feel
mean?
as well. I actually like. I feel
Unless
like
it's only fans.
it's too small
Yeah.
of a.
Yeah, to say you have fans is a bit cringe, a bit different.
Because you almost cross paths with people all the time
Yeah.
who you could very well call fans, but
Yeah.
I
like,
rang up
you're probably
maternity.
bumped into these people 2 or 3 times a year.
Yes.
This morning I phoned maternity allowance because I'm self-employed, so you get like a maternity, statutory maternity, but you don't get it from anybody else. You pay it yourself, so you pay your like class 2 national insurances, and you basically, this is very complicated, you pay your own maternity. I've been paying into like class 2 national insurances so that when I go off on maternity leave, I basically
pay.
get that money back to myself. So basically
Why didn't
paying
you just
my,
keep it?
because I'm my own employer. Legally, you have to do that. I don't know. Anyway, speak to my accountant. But I this morning rang up like HMRC or maternity allowance, whatever, and the girl was all, "What's the name?" And then she was all, "Oh, I listened to your podcast," and I was all, "Please don't."
It's unprofessional.
Right now on the phone, do you know, well, please do. But like on the phone, I was like, "Don't tell me that on the phone." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you're lying.
Try going for a colonoscopy,
Aye.
and the nurses are like, "We love it. We've been looking forward to this."
Spread your legs.
Yeah.
I know it's weird.
I have a pet hate when it comes to people asking you to follow them back.
Oh,
I'm like, mate, I don't
Yes.
even know you. And I don't even like...
Again, if
like,
somebody asks you to do a walking down the street, if I turn
you don't
around,
even
will you follow me back?
You don't even follow me back. I go,
yeah.
well, why do you follow me for?
Yes.
Oh, you're a class boxer. Do you like boxing? No. What do you do? What do you do? Oh,
I'm a vet, mate.
Oh, I'm a vet. Right? Hate animals. Hate them. Fucking hate them.
Yeah. Or like, do you reply? Like, you seen that comment? Do you reply?
Do you reply?
I get this in TikTok. Do you reply? And I reply, no.
We're in the Matrix.
Diona, is your play starting soon?
Yes, the Hindu. Is this the plug-in section?
Diona has a play about religion coming up called the Hindu.
Yeah.
I say this every time. Stop being funny. I'm sorry.
It's not funny. I forgot about that actually. So that was exciting. The Hindu. Is this for me to plug it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My play the Hindu, Sean. You'll love it.
I'm gonna go.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's in the opera house.
Would you
That's
not
good.
do you come?
My fiance Dervla loves drama and loves all these shows, so I'll come, no problem.
Brilliant. It's on in the Opera House and all the other theatres, going to Cookstown, Enniskillen, Derry, Downpatrick, Armagh, Coleraine, all the places. You can buy tickets now. We go for end of September to like mid-October. We're in the Opera House, I think, either side of you when you're there. It'll be a fun time.
And where can I get tickets?
On the websites for the theatres. Which
It's the next
website
Michael
would you go to?
Parkinson right there. Love it.
We
I'd probably go to Opera House.
go on the fucking Opera House website then.
Right,
I'll get you sorted. I don't have any freebies.
Did you hear that? No freebies. That's it. Don't fall back either.
You never plug your gym when you're on here, but Missile Fitness is brilliant.
Flan. Coming September here is going to be... We're actually, what we've done now, we're doing a big thing for a charity in West Belfast, West Wellbeing. So we're doing Strictly Come Dancing for all the gym members, and we're doing a Miss State Olympics all in September.
Are you dancing?
I'm not allowed to dance because it's an unfair advantage.
What?
Because you're a great dancer.
I'm a good dancer.
Are you? What kind of, like, what style?
Just
Any?
a wee bit of madness.
Yeah.
It's a wee bit, I don't know if there's a name for it, but
Freestyle?
freestyle. It's freestyle.
Are you a good dancer? You get married next year, he's going to do a choreographed dance?
Yeah, but his wife isn't doing
She's
it.
not. I'm just
Just
on my
Sean.
own. I know she'll just be like, right, see you later.
50 minutes, just him.
Swatting. Run the bear like Jimmy. With shit.
It was just, you talk about the Matrix, it was just a moment where I watched Jimmy Nesbitt at the Devonish deep throating a blue wicket, and I went, what is life?
Yeah.
What is
What a
life?
time to be alive.
Oh yes, I got you guys gifts. I went to the shop earlier and got you guys gifts. You can pick who wants what. I got 2 gifts. You can pick who.
That means they're not
I'm
personalised.
nervous.
So
You can pick.
Because he's hating him.
they're not personalised, but I have fruit flavour Batman candy sticks with tattoo inside.
That feels like a you gift. What's the other one though before?
And well, who wants this?
Me.
Because I can see that one and I feel like I should take that one.
Diona. I have this, which is lean mints,
That is genuinely the mints I buy. Is it 5%?
5% fat.
That's the one
See?
I buy.
He knows
I'll do our
you.
spag ball tonight.
There you go.
Spag
But
ball.
what's happening?
Guys, thank you
I
very
got
much for
you-
listening and watching.
I got you a Jeep.
A keyring. Don't take the one of
How's
that.
Key?
that one off
Sean's
your
getting
nails.
fucked out.
Sean's already in Tollymore. Do you relax?
No, what's going on? Okay, thank you.
As you say, you like mints, so watch out.
I
Mate.
like tattoos.
Guys, thank you very much for joining me. Missile Fitness is brilliant. We did our training there. It's class. And you don't know when your next fight is.
November, December time.
And your play.
Hendry, on sale now.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. See you later.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
that mint. Enjoy your
Thank you.
tattoo.
Thank you.